Have you ever felt like you were capable of so much more, but something always holds you back? Maybe it's a fear that grips you just before you take that leap, or that voice in your head that whispers, you're not good enough. It's a feeling that eats away at your confidence, telling you that you can't possibly achieve your dreams or step into your full potential. But what if I told you that this feeling isn't who you are? It's just a barrier that stands between you and the life you were meant to live. You see, confidence isn't something that comes naturally to everyone. It's something you have to build piece by piece, day by day. And if you've been struggling with self-doubt, constantly feeling like you're not quite enough, you're not alone. Most of us have been there. Most of us still are. Society has conditioned us to measure our worth by external factors, how we look, what we have, how others perceive us. But here's the truth. None of that matters unless you believe in yourself. Unless you develop the confidence to stand tall and say, I am enough, just as I am. Imagine for a moment what your life could look like if you had that kind of confidence. What would you do if you knew without a shadow of a doubt that every challenge you face was just another opportunity for you to grow stronger? What if you didn't shrink back from fear, but stepped forward with the certainty that you could handle whatever came your way? That's the kind of power confidence can give you. But here's the thing. Confidence doesn't come from waiting. It doesn't come from thinking you're ready or from some magical moment when everything finally aligns. Confidence is built through action. It's the courage to take that first step, even when you don't feel ready. It's about trusting yourself enough to fail and get back up again, knowing that failure is just a part of the process. And that's why I'm here today, because I want you to understand that building unstoppable confidence is within your reach. It's not some far-off dream that only a select few are lucky enough to have. It's something you can cultivate right now, starting with the next decision you make. You don't have to be perfect. You don't need to have everything figured out. All you need is the willingness to start. And I promise you, the more you show up for yourself, the more you take action, the more you will begin to see that confidence is something you can grow day by day, step by step. By the end of this, you'll know exactly how to build that unshakable confidence. You'll learn how to break through your doubts and silence that inner critic that's been holding you back for far too long. You'll understand how to turn fear into fuel and how to stand tall, no matter what life throws at you. Because the truth is, your potential is limitless. The only thing standing in your way is the belief that you're not capable. But once you unlock the confidence within you, nothing will feel impossible. Stay with me, because what's coming next could change everything. You have everything you need to succeed. Let's make sure you start believing that. What holds most people back from stepping into their true potential isn't a lack of ability. It's a lack of belief. Deep down, you already know what you're capable of, even if you don't always feel it. But somewhere along the way, you started doubting yourself. You started believing the lies that told you weren't good enough, that success was for others, not for you. It's not your fault. We live in a world that feeds us this idea that we have to be perfect, that we need to have everything figured out before we even try. And that's a trap, because the truth is, no one ever has it all figured out. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't their talent or luck. It's their ability to keep going, no matter how uncertain the path ahead may seem. You've been holding yourself back, not because you don't have what it takes, but because you've been listening to the wrong voice, the voice of fear. Fear that tells you you're not enough. Fear that keeps you safe in the same place. Fear that convinces you that failure is a reflection of who you are. But fear is a liar. Fear is the thing that keeps you small, keeps you playing it safe, keeps you from going after what you truly want. It's not your truth. Your truth is that you were made for greatness, that you are worthy of success, and that every challenge you face is just an opportunity to grow stronger. This is where real confidence begins. It starts the moment you decide to reject fear and embrace the discomfort of growth. Growth never happens in your comfort zone. It happens when you push yourself beyond the limits of what you think you can do, when you stop waiting for permission and start claiming your own power. Confidence isn't about being fearless. It's about facing your fears head on and choosing to act anyway. It's about taking that first step, even when your heart is racing and doubt is clouding your mind. Because each time you choose to act in the face of fear, you chip away at the power it holds over you. The key to building unstoppable confidence is understanding this. Confidence is not something you're born with. It's something you develop through action, through facing adversity, through choosing to rise every time you fall. Confidence is built through the small daily acts of courage that no one else sees. The moments when you keep pushing, even when it feels like everything is working against you. Every time you take a risk, every time you step into the unknown, you're strengthening your belief in yourself. You're proving to your mind and body that you can handle whatever comes your way. And little by little, those small acts of courage begin to compound into something powerful. It doesn't matter if you failed in the past. It doesn't matter if you've been told you're not good enough or if you've fallen short of your goals. What matters is that you choose to rise. What matters is that you refuse to let those past failures define you. You are not your mistakes. You are not the voice of self-doubt that plays in your head. You are the person who can rise from the ashes of defeat, who can take lessons from every setback, and who can keep moving forward no matter the obstacles. When you start to see confidence as a muscle that grows stronger the more you use it, you'll realize that you're capable of far more than you've ever believed. Confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being persistent, about showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, and trusting that you are becoming stronger with every step you take. The more you practice it, the more natural it will feel, until one day you will look back and wonder how you ever doubted yourself in the first place. That's the power of unstoppable confidence. It's the power that lies dormant inside of you, waiting for you to claim it. And the moment you do, you'll see the world open up in ways you never imagined. Because when you believe in yourself, anything is possible. The truth is, there's a part of you that already knows this. Deep down, you've always known that you're capable of far more than you've allowed yourself to believe. But there's also another part of you that keeps you stuck, paralyzed by the fear of failure, by the pressure of needing to get everything right. You hold back because you've been conditioned to think that success is a straight line, that if you don't have it all figured out from the start, you've somehow failed. But that's not how life works. Success isn't about perfection. It's about persistence. It's about showing up, even when you're uncertain, even when it feels like the odds are against you. Imagine for a moment what would happen if you took the pressure off yourself to be perfect. What if you decided that failure isn't something to avoid, but something to embrace? Because the reality is every failure is just a stepping stone, a moment that gets you closer to who you're becoming. The road to building unstoppable confidence isn't smooth. It's messy, unpredictable, and full of challenges. But it's also full of growth. Every misstep, every mistake, every setback is an opportunity to strengthen your belief in yourself. The more you face, the more you grow. And every time you get back up, you prove to yourself that you're capable of handling whatever comes your way. This is where true transformation happens. In the moments when you choose not to stay down, when you refuse to let a setback define you. Confidence isn't built in moments of success. It's built in the moments you fight through the fear, the doubt, the pain, and keep moving forward anyway. It's built in the quiet, invisible moments when no one is watching, when you decide that your dreams are worth more than your fears. The only way to truly build the confidence that will carry you through life's challenges is to stop waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect set of circumstances, the perfect you. None of that exists. What exists is right now. The only thing standing between you and the life you desire is the action you take today. And that action doesn't need to be grand. It just needs to be real. It can be as simple as starting that project you've been putting off, speaking up when you normally stay silent, or taking a chance on something new. The more you take action, the more you reinforce the belief that you can handle whatever comes your way. But the key to all of this is consistency. Confidence doesn't come from one great leap. It comes from a series of small, courageous steps that you take every single day. It's the commitment to keep going, no matter how many times you feel like giving up. It's the daily decision to show up for yourself, even when the world around you doesn't seem to care. Every day you push through fear, you build your confidence brick by brick. Every challenge you face becomes a lesson, and every lesson builds your strength. When you learn to show up for yourself consistently, your belief in your ability to succeed becomes unshakable. You stop doubting your worth and start trusting in your ability to figure things out. And when you begin to trust yourself fully, nothing can stand in your way. Because confidence isn't about being fearless, it's about being willing to take action in spite of your fears, knowing that your strength lies not in avoiding challenges, but in your ability to face them head on. The journey to unstoppable confidence begins with one decision, the decision to no longer let fear control your life. When you take that first step, no matter how small it feels, you start building the future you want. Every action you take, every challenge you face brings you closer to the unstoppable force that's inside of you waiting to be unleashed. The only thing that stands between you and the life you dream of is the confidence to believe in yourself enough to take that first step. So step forward and let nothing hold you back. There's a powerful truth you need to accept. The voice inside your head that tells you can't or you're not good enough isn't your true voice. It's the voice of fear, doubt, and insecurity. And that voice is the greatest barrier to the life you truly want. But here's the thing, it's not permanent. That voice can be silenced, that narrative can be rewritten. And when you start doing that, when you begin to replace the fear-based thoughts with the truth of who you really are, something incredible happens. Your confidence begins to rise. Confidence is built through mindset. It's not about pretending to be something you're not or trying to show the world an image of perfection. It's about accepting your flaws, your imperfections, and still moving forward, knowing you are enough just as you are. The key is shifting your mindset from one of self-doubt to one of self-belief. This change in mindset won't happen overnight, but with every small step you take to challenge those negative thoughts, you reinforce the truth. You are capable, you are strong, you are deserving of success. Every time you question that inner critic, you create space for a new, more empowering belief to take its place. And the more you practice this, the more natural it becomes. Begin to trust yourself. You begin to see failure as just a part of the process, not a reflection of your worth, but an opportunity to learn and grow. When you stop letting fear define you, you realize that fear is just a tool that shows you where you need to grow, where you need to push past your limits. Fear becomes something you can use, not something that uses you. You stop avoiding it and you start embracing it as a signal that you're about to step into something bigger than yourself. It's in those moments when fear is the loudest that your true strength is revealed. When you feel the most vulnerable, the most uncertain, that's when you have the greatest opportunity to grow your confidence. Because confidence isn't about always being certain. It's about having the courage to take action even when you don't have all the answers, even when the path isn't clear. It's about trusting that you have the ability to figure things out along the way. And every time you do, your confidence grows. You don't need to wait for the right moment, the right circumstance, or the right feeling. You need to start now, right where you are. Because confidence isn't a destination. It's a way of living. It's the choice to act, even when you don't feel ready. It's the willingness to face the discomfort of growth, to embrace the uncertainty that comes with change. The more you show up for yourself, the more you build that unshakable belief in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. But you have to stop waiting for the approval of others. So many of us hold ourselves back because we're looking for validation from the outside world, whether it's from friends, family, or colleagues. But the truth is, no one can give you the approval you're seeking except for yourself. When you decide to trust yourself fully, when you make the decision to stop relying on external validation, you free yourself. You release the need for others to confirm your worth. You understand that you are your own source of strength. And from that place of self-empowerment, your confidence becomes unshakable. The moment you stop seeking permission to be great is the moment you unlock your true potential. You are not here to play small. You are not here to fit into the boxes that society has made for you. You are here to break boundaries, to take risks, to step into the person you were always meant to be. And the only thing standing in your way is the belief that you can't. When you begin to trust yourself, when you begin to see that fear is just a signal for growth, there is nothing you cannot achieve. You are capable of extraordinary things, and the time to start believing that is now. The world is waiting for you to step into your power, and it starts with you choosing to believe in yourself without hesitation, without doubt. You've spent far too long listening to the wrong voices, the voices that tell you you're not enough, that you're not capable, that you should play it safe and stay small. Those voices have kept you locked in a cage of self-doubt and fear. But the truth is, those voices aren't yours. They're the echoes of the world around you, opinions, judgments, limitations imposed by others who have no idea what you're truly capable of. The only voice that matters is your own. And when you learn to listen to that voice, when you trust it above all else, you unlock an unstoppable confidence that nothing can shake. Real confidence comes from embracing your uniqueness, your individuality. It comes from understanding that your worth is not determined by what others think of you, but by the strength and belief you have in yourself. You don't need to be like everyone else. You don't need to fit into the mold that society has created. What you need is to stand tall in your truth, to own who you are, and to believe that you have everything you need inside of you to succeed. But this requires a shift. You have to stop seeing yourself as a reflection of others' expectations. Instead, you have to start seeing yourself as you truly are, capable, powerful, and worthy. The path to building unshakable confidence isn't about changing who you are. It's about letting go of the belief that you need to be someone else in order to be enough. It's about shedding the layers of self-doubt and insecurity that have been placed on you over the years and stepping into the person you've always been meant to be. Every day, you have the choice to either accept or reject the voice of fear. That voice will always be there, trying to keep you safe, trying to keep you small. But you can choose to listen to the voice of courage instead. The voice that tells you you are capable, you are enough, you are worthy of everything you dream of. The more you choose to listen to that voice, the louder it will become. It will drown out the doubts, the fears, and the insecurities. And in its place, you'll find a well of confidence that is yours and yours alone. Understand this confidence is not the absence of fear. It's the willingness to act in spite of it. It's about doing what scares you, knowing that each step you take, each risk you face, brings you closer to becoming the person you've always wanted to be. Confidence grows through action, through doing the things you once thought were impossible. The more you push past your limits, the more you will realize that those limits were never real to begin with. You may not feel confident right now, but that doesn't mean you can't become confident. It doesn't mean you aren't capable of reaching heights you've never dreamed of. What it means is that you are on the verge of something powerful. The fact that you're still here reading these words means that a part of you is ready to rise above everything that's held you back. You're ready to step into the person you were always meant to be. And that person is strong, resilient, and unstoppable. Stop waiting for the perfect moment to start. Stop waiting for everything to fall into place. The truth is, the perfect moment will never come. The perfect moment is now. Every decision you make today, every small act of courage, is a step toward building the confidence you deserve. It's about showing up for yourself, no matter how messy or imperfect the journey may be. Confidence is not about being flawless, it's about being persistent. It's about falling down, getting back up, and doing it all over again until you realize just how strong you've become. The world will try to tell you that you can't. It will try to tell you that you're not enough, that you should play it safe, that your dreams are too big. But you know the truth. You are more than enough. You have everything inside of you to make your dreams a reality. And the only thing standing in your way is your own belief in yourself. So step into that belief, trust yourself, and watch as your confidence grows, transforms, and becomes unstoppable. The hardest part of building true confidence isn't the obstacles you face, it's the internal battle, the fight between who you are now and who you are capable of becoming. Every time you take a step forward, there's that voice again, telling you that you're not ready, that you don't deserve it, that you're not good enough. But here's the reality. Those doubts don't define you. They never will. What defines you is your ability to keep going, even when it feels like everything is against you. What defines you is the courage to take action in the face of fear, to move forward even when you don't have all the answers. This is where true confidence is forged. It's in the moments when you feel unsure, when the path isn't clear, when everything inside you wants to quit. That's when you have the opportunity to show yourself what you're made of. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to wait for the perfect circumstances, and you certainly don't need permission from anyone. All you need is the willingness to trust yourself, to trust that even when the future is uncertain, you have the strength and resilience to handle whatever comes your way. The beauty of confidence is that it's built through action, not words. It's the decisions you make every day that shape who you become. Every time you show up for yourself, every time you take a step toward your goals, no matter how small, you reinforce your belief in your ability. The more you act, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable. And this isn't just a mindset shift, it's a transformation that happens on a deep, emotional level. Confidence is a feeling that grows stronger the more you honor it. It starts in the quiet moments when you choose to show up for yourself and push past your limits, even when no one else is watching. Every successful person you admire didn't get to where they are by waiting for confidence to magically appear. They got there by choosing to believe in themselves, by choosing to move forward even when the odds were stacked against them. They didn't wait for the world to hand them success. They went out and created it. And that same power exists within you. You are not defined by your past mistakes, by the times you've fallen short, or by the moments you doubted yourself. You are defined by the actions you take from this moment forward. The decision to take action, no matter how imperfect, is what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who remain stuck. And the good news is, you're already on the path. Each step you take brings you closer to the version of yourself who knows that failure is just part of the journey, that setbacks don't define your worth, they refine your strength. Imagine for a moment waking up every day with the belief that you are worthy of success, worthy of happiness, and worthy of the life you've always dreamed of. What would your day look like? What would you accomplish if you no longer let fear or doubt stop you from moving forward? The reality is that person is already inside of you. All you have to do is let go of the limiting beliefs that are holding you back and step into your full potential. The truth is, you will never reach a point where everything feels easy. The road to confidence is not a smooth one. It's filled with challenges, uncertainty, and fear. But that's what makes the journey so powerful. It's the courage to take each step, even when it's hard, that builds the confidence to overcome anything. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to strengthen your belief in yourself. Every time you take a leap of faith, even when you're not sure where you'll land, you prove to yourself that you can handle it. And every time you rise after a fall, you reinforce the truth you are unstoppable. Your confidence grows not from avoiding challenges, but from embracing them. It's the willingness to keep going, no matter what. So today, choose to take that next step, even if it's small, even if it feels uncertain. Because with every step you take, you're creating the confidence to move mountains. And once you realize the power that's already inside you, nothing will ever hold you back again. The truth is, you've been carrying around a weight that doesn't belong to you. Every moment of doubt, every moment of fear, every moment of regret is something you've allowed to anchor you to the past. But the past doesn't have to control you. What defines you right now, in this very moment, is the decision you make to let go of everything that's been holding you back. The weight you've been carrying isn't yours to bear anymore. You can drop it. You can choose today to walk lighter, freer, and more confident than ever before. But that starts with letting go of the belief that your past determines your future. You don't have to be the person you were yesterday. The mistakes you've made, the fears you faced, and the failures you've endured don't define who you are. They are simply experiences, not your identity. You are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become moving forward. And when you make the choice to shed the old stories, to break free from the weight of the past, you step into your power. You step into the confidence that is yours by birthright. It's time to stop asking for permission. It's time to stop waiting for someone to tell you that you're ready. You are ready right now. You have everything you need to begin, even if it feels like you don't. Confidence isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about creating that moment. It's about seeing the opportunities all around you and knowing that you're capable of seizing them. The only thing that has been standing in your way is the belief that you weren't ready yet, but you've been ready all along. There's an incredible shift that happens when you decide to stop doubting yourself. When you commit to yourself, to your dreams, to your growth, everything changes. The world begins to open up. You begin to see opportunities where there once were obstacles. You begin to see failure as part of the process, not a reason to quit. Each setback, each challenge becomes a stepping stone towards your ultimate success. And with every step you take, your confidence will grow stronger, your belief in yourself will deepen, and your ability to achieve your goals will become undeniable. The road to building unshakable confidence isn't easy, and it's not meant to be. The greatest transformations come from pushing through the most difficult moments. It's in the struggle that your strength is revealed. It's in the moments when you feel like giving up that your true power is unlocked. Because confidence doesn't come from avoiding challenges. It comes from facing them head on, knowing that you have what it takes to overcome whatever stands in your way. You've already proven your strength by making it this far. Every challenge you faced, every fear you've overcome, has shown you just how resilient you are. You are stronger than you know. But until you embrace that strength, until you fully accept the power within you, you'll continue to hold yourself back. You'll continue to settle for less than you deserve. It's time to stop doing that. It's time to take what is yours, the life you've always dreamed of, the success you've been striving for, the person you've been wanting to become. It's all waiting for you. All you have to do is believe that you are worthy of it and take the first step toward claiming it. You have everything it takes. You've always had everything it takes. And the only thing that can stop you now is the belief that you can't. So take a deep breath, let go of the doubts, and step into your power. Because this is your time. The world is waiting for you to show up, and when you do, you'll realize that there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that can stand in your way. You are unstoppable. Your confidence is unshakable, and your future is yours to create. You spent far too long letting the world define who you are and what you're capable of. The expectations of others, the judgments, the opinions, they've all created a version of you that is not truly yours. But that version is not the real you. The real you is bold, unapologetic, and unafraid to stand tall in your power. It's time to stop letting the outside world tell you what you can and cannot do. It's time to trust the power inside you, the one that's been there all along, waiting to be unleashed. Every time you've doubted yourself, every time you've hesitated to take action, you've given away your power. You've allowed fear to dictate your decisions, to hold you back from living the life you deserve. But no more. You are stronger than your fears. You are more than the limitations you've placed on yourself. Every time you feared failure, you've missed the opportunity to grow. But now you know better. You know that failure isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace. It's a sign that you're pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone, that you're taking risks, that you're moving toward growth. When you stop fearing failure, you stop limiting yourself. You begin to understand that success isn't about avoiding mistakes. It's about learning from them, growing through them, and continuing to move forward. With every step you take towards your goals, no matter how small, you are becoming more and more confident in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. This is the power of taking action, of pushing through discomfort and doubt. With every action, no matter how imperfect, you strengthen your belief in yourself and your ability to succeed. You have the power to transform your life right now, but transformation requires boldness. It requires courage. You cannot keep waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect conditions. They will never come. The time to act is now. The person you want to be, the life you want to live, it's all on the other side of your fear. It's on the other side of your comfort zone. The longer you wait, the longer you allow doubt to control you, the further you push your dreams away. But the moment you decide to step out of fear and into action, everything changes. The world will begin to open up, and you will realize that nothing was ever really holding you back except your own belief that you couldn't. This is not a path for the faint of heart. Confidence is not built in a straight line. There will be setbacks. There will be moments when you want to give up, when everything feels too hard. But this is where your true power lies. In the moments when it feels the hardest, that's when you are growing the most. Every challenge, every obstacle is an opportunity to prove to yourself just how capable you truly are. You've faced challenges before, and you've come through them stronger. This is no different. The only way you lose is if you quit, and you are not a quitter. You are a fighter. So stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for things to be perfect. Stop waiting for someone else to tell you that you're ready. You are ready. You have always been ready. The only thing that has been standing in your way is your belief that you can't. But now you know the truth. You are more than capable. And with every step you take, your confidence will grow. Your belief in yourself will strengthen, and you will begin to realize that you are unstoppable. You are the creator of your destiny, and nothing can stand in your way. This is your moment. This is your time to rise. Step into it. The world is waiting for you to show up, to shine, to become the person you were always meant to be. So stop holding back. Stop second guessing yourself. Your confidence is the key to everything you've ever dreamed of. Trust in it. Trust in yourself and step forward boldly into the life that's waiting for you. You are capable. You are worthy, and you are unstoppable. It's easy to look around and think that everyone else has it figured out, that they're more confident, more capable, more deserving of success than you are. But here's the truth. The people you admire didn't get where they are by being perfect. They got there by showing up time and time again, even when it felt hard, even when the odds were against them. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you create. It's the result of every decision, every action, every moment when you choose to rise, no matter how difficult it may seem. When you start to realize this, something incredible happens. You stop comparing yourself to others. You stop measuring your worth based on what others have or what they've achieved. You stop letting their success define your own. You understand that your journey is yours and yours alone, and that your path to confidence is about progress, not perfection. The only person you need to compete with is the person you were yesterday. That's the key to true confidence, progress, not perfection. It's about showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it. It's about taking action, no matter how small, no matter how imperfect. Every step you take toward your dreams, no matter how tiny it may seem, is a step toward becoming the person you want to be. Confidence doesn't come from waiting for the perfect circumstances, because they will never come. It comes from doing, from moving forward even when you don't feel ready, from trusting that each small action will add up to something powerful. There will be moments when you want to quit, moments when the doubt creeps in, and moments when it feels like the road is too long. But it's in those moments that your confidence is truly being built. It's in those moments that you prove to yourself that you are capable, that you are worthy, and that you are willing to do whatever it takes to succeed. Every time you push through that resistance, you take another step toward unshakable confidence. And the more you push, the stronger you become. No one ever became great by playing it safe. Greatness comes from pushing through fear, from stepping into the unknown, from being willing to take risks and face failure head on. Confidence is not about being fearless. It's about feeling the fear and doing it anyway. It's about knowing that fear is a natural part of the process, but it doesn't have to control you. You control it. You can use it as fuel to propel yourself forward, knowing that every fear you face only makes you stronger. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who never experienced failure or self-doubt. They are the ones who learn how to keep going when it seemed impossible. They are the ones who embraced the discomfort of growth, who took risks, and who believed in themselves even when others didn't. And you can do the same. There is nothing stopping you from becoming the person you've always dreamed of being except the belief that you can't. It's time to stop holding back. It's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment, for the right conditions. You are enough right now as you are. The confidence you seek is already inside of you. It's simply waiting to be unleashed. All it takes is the decision to believe in yourself, to trust in your own ability, and to take action, no matter how uncertain the path may seem. So, make the decision today. Decide that you are worthy of success. Decide that you will no longer let fear hold you back. Decide that you will move forward step by step, no matter how hard it gets. Because the truth is, you are stronger than you know, you are more capable than you believe, and you are only one decision away from transforming your life forever. This is your moment. Don't let it slip by. Step into your power. Step into your greatness. The world is waiting for you. You've already proven to yourself that you have the strength to push through, to rise above the doubts, to keep moving forward no matter what. But let's be real, that doesn't mean it's always going to feel easy. Confidence isn't about making the hard things go away. It's about learning how to carry them with grace, how to turn them into stepping stones rather than obstacles. Every challenge, every hardship is an opportunity for you to grow stronger, more resilient, and more certain in your ability to succeed. What if you stopped seeing obstacles as threats? What if you saw them as opportunities instead? Each challenge you face is like a test of your will, your perseverance, your desire to succeed. The more tests you pass, the stronger you become. And every time you overcome a fear, you shrink that fear down to its true size, realizing that it was never as powerful as you thought. The power is in your hands. You are the one who decides what each situation means. You are the one who decides how it shapes you. The real secret to unshakable confidence is understanding that challenges aren't here to defeat you. They're here to build you. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every failure is just a lesson in disguise. Every doubt you feel is an invitation to prove to yourself that you can push through. Confidence doesn't come from avoiding failure. It comes from embracing it, knowing that every failure brings you closer to success. Think about the most successful people you admire. They didn't reach the top by avoiding hard times. They reached the top because they knew that the road wasn't going to be smooth, and they were okay with that. They were willing to embrace the bumps, the bruises, the moments of uncertainty. They understood that every struggle was part of their journey, not an end. They saw every difficulty as a chance to grow, not as a reason to quit. This is what separates those who live a life of unstoppable confidence from those who remain stuck in self-doubt. The belief that challenges are part of the process, not roadblocks. The belief that every hardship has something valuable to teach you. And the belief that no matter what comes your way, you have the strength, the resilience, and the power to overcome it. Now, imagine how unstoppable you could become if you truly internalize this. Imagine waking up each day knowing that every challenge you face is just another opportunity for you to build confidence, to prove to yourself that you are stronger than anything life throws at you. The more you embrace this mindset, the more you will see obstacles for what they really are: temporary, surmountable, and valuable parts of your growth. What you may not realize is that confidence isn't just about your ability to succeed. It's about your ability to fail, learn, and grow. It's about your willingness to pick yourself up every single time life knocks you down, knowing that you have everything it takes to keep going. That's where true confidence comes from. Not in having all the answers, not in avoiding mistakes, but in knowing that you have the power to turn any situation into an opportunity to become stronger. You are capable of handling so much more than you give yourself credit for. The challenges you face today will become the victories you celebrate tomorrow. The doubts you carry today will turn into the belief that you can accomplish anything. You have the power to rewrite your story. The past does not define you. The future is yours to create. And every time you push through the discomfort, the fear, the uncertainty, you will come out on the other side even stronger, more confident, and more unstoppable than you ever imagined. So don't fear the obstacles. Welcome them. Because every step you take towards your dreams, no matter how hard, is a step toward becoming the most powerful version of yourself. And with each step, you are building the confidence that will carry you through anything. There's nothing that can stop you. Nothing at all. You are unstoppable. You have to ask yourself, what would your life look like if you truly believed in your own power? What would happen if you stopped second-guessing every decision, every move you made, and simply trusted yourself? The reality is that everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of that belief. The moment you decide to believe that you can handle anything, that you are capable of achieving anything, you will begin to see the world open up in ways you never thought possible. You will realize that the only thing standing between you and your dreams is the belief that you can't. Think about the people you look up to, the ones you admire for their confidence, their success, their courage. They didn't start out with all the answers. They didn't start out with the perfect plan or the perfect circumstances. They simply decided that they were going to show up and do the work. No matter how uncertain the road ahead seemed, they made a choice to believe in themselves, to trust that they had the strength to face whatever challenges came their way. That is the real secret to unshakable confidence, the decision to trust yourself, even when it feels like the odds are against you. If you want to build unstoppable confidence, it starts with this simple truth: you are enough. Right now, as you are more than enough to accomplish everything you desire. The only thing you need to do is stop holding yourself back. The fear you feel is just a signal that you're stepping out of your comfort zone. The self-doubt you experience is simply a reminder that you're pushing yourself to grow. Every time you feel fear, every time you feel uncertainty, it's a sign that you're exactly where you need to be. The only thing you need to do is keep going no matter what. Confidence is not something that you get from external sources. It's not something that comes from recognition, validation, or approval from others. It comes from within. It comes from knowing deep in your soul that you have the ability to rise above any challenge, to take any risk, and to face any fear. It comes from trusting that no matter what happens, you have the strength to handle it. And that belief, that deep knowing, is what will carry you through the toughest of times. When you know you can handle anything, nothing can break you. Too many people let fear, doubt, and uncertainty dictate their lives. They wait for the right time or the perfect set of circumstances before they take action. But the truth is, there will never be a perfect moment. There will never be a time when everything lines up just right. The only moment you have is right now. And right now, you have everything you need to take that first step. You don't need permission. You don't need the world's approval. You need to trust that you are enough. Just as you are every single day, you have the power to decide who you are and what you're capable of. Every thought, every action, every choice is either building you up or tearing you down. So choose to believe in yourself. Choose to trust that you have everything inside of you to succeed. Because you do. You've always had it. The only thing standing in your way is the story you tell yourself about who you are and what you can do. Change that story and you change your life. You are not your past mistakes. You are not the failures you've experienced. You are not the doubts you carry. You are the person who is capable of achieving greatness, the person who has the strength to push through anything, the person who can make your dreams a reality. And the more you choose to believe this, the more unstoppable you will become. It's time to stop waiting for things to change. It's time to stop waiting for someone else to give you permission. You have everything you need right now. The power to change your life is already within you. All you need to do is trust it, believe in it, and take action. Your confidence is waiting for you to step into it. And once you do, you will realize that there is nothing you can't achieve because you are unstoppable and the world is yours to conquer. You might feel like there's still something holding you back, like something deep inside is keeping you from fully stepping into your power. Maybe you're questioning whether you really have what it takes or if you're worthy of all the things you dream about. But let me remind you of something. Those doubts, that hesitation, are the exact things you need to overcome. The path to unstoppable confidence doesn't come from being free of doubt. It comes from learning how to move forward despite it. Confidence is not the absence of fear or uncertainty. It's the ability to act in spite of them. The longer you allow fear to control you, the more you convince yourself that you're not ready, that you're not good enough. But the truth is that you'll never feel 100% ready. You'll never have all the answers, and you'll never feel like you have it all figured out. Confidence doesn't come from having all the right conditions. It comes from taking the first step when you're not sure how things will unfold. It comes from trusting that you can handle whatever comes your way, even if you don't have a clear roadmap. Think of the times you've taken a risk, even a small one, and how powerful it felt to push through your fears. Those moments are the building blocks of unshakable confidence. Every time you act in spite of doubt, you reinforce the belief that you can handle more than you think. Each time you decide to do something that scares you, you get stronger. You build a muscle, and that muscle grows with each challenge you face. Over time, that muscle becomes so strong that fear no longer holds the same power over you. You start to realize that the discomfort you feel is simply part of the process, not a signal to retreat. It's the price of growth, and it's always worth paying. This is the process of becoming truly confident. It's the relentless commitment to moving forward even when you don't have all the answers. It's about embracing the unknown and choosing to trust in your own ability to navigate it. There will be times when you feel completely uncertain, when the road ahead seems unclear, but that is the exact moment when your true strength will reveal itself. Confidence is built in those moments when you show up despite the fear, when you keep moving even when it feels like you're walking in the dark. What if you started seeing uncertainty as a sign that you're exactly where you need to be? What if you stopped fearing the unknown and started embracing it as a space for you to expand, to grow, to become the person you were always meant to be? Life is not about having everything mapped out. It's about trusting yourself enough to take the leap, even when the way forward isn't fully visible. The only certainty in life is that change will happen, and how you respond to it is what defines you. You are in control of how you react to the challenges that come your way. You get to choose whether you shrink back in fear or rise to the occasion. And the more you choose to rise, the more confidence you build. The more you trust yourself, the more you realize you can handle anything life throws at you. Each challenge is just another step in the journey of becoming the person you were always meant to be. And the more you step into that journey, the more unstoppable you become. The world doesn't need perfect people. It needs brave people. People who are willing to take imperfect action, who are willing to try, to fail, and to try again. Confidence doesn't come from being flawless. It comes from being courageous enough to show up even when you don't have everything figured out. And the more you show up, the more you'll prove to yourself that you are capable of greatness. Your confidence will become unshakable because you will know deep down that there is nothing in this world that can stop you once you've made the decision to move forward. You are ready right now. And all you need to do is believe that. The rest will follow. The truth is, your potential has always been inside you, waiting for you to wake up and recognize it. Every step you've taken in your life, whether it felt like a success or a failure, has brought you closer to this moment. The moment where you fully realize that nothing is beyond your reach. Your dreams, your goals, your deepest desires, they're not out of your grasp. They never were. The only thing standing between you and them is the belief that you can have them. The only thing holding you back is the fear of not being enough. But what if you decided today that you are enough? What if you let go of all the doubts, the judgments, and the insecurities that have kept you playing small? Imagine what would happen if you gave yourself permission to be bold, to step into the fullest version of yourself. Right now, you have the power to create a new narrative, a narrative where you are not defined by your past mistakes, your limitations, or the voices that have told you you can't. You get to decide who you are. You get to decide what you're capable of. And that decision doesn't need anyone's approval. The only approval you need is your own. What if you stop looking for reasons why you can't and instead focused on the reasons why you can? What if you stop waiting for the perfect moment and started creating it? The truth is, there will never be a moment when everything is perfectly aligned. There will never be a moment when all the stars align in your favor, when every doubt disappears, and when you feel completely ready. Waiting for that moment is the trap that keeps most people stuck in fear. The real moment, the moment when your life changes, is when you decide to take action, even when you feel uncertain, even when you feel unprepared. You don't need perfection, you just need courage. Confidence isn't about knowing everything. It's about being willing to learn. It's about being willing to fail and still get back up. Every time you fall, you rise stronger. Every time you feel the weight of fear, you grow more powerful. When you trust yourself, you create the courage to try, to fail, and to try again. With every attempt, you inch closer to your goals, to the life you've always dreamed of. And the more you fail, the more you learn, the more confident you become. It's not about avoiding mistakes. It's about learning how to use them as fuel for your growth. The biggest obstacle isn't failure. It's self-doubt. It's believing that you're not capable or that you don't deserve success. But here's the thing. You were born with everything you need to succeed. You have the power, the strength, and the drive to make anything possible. You are capable of overcoming any challenge, of transforming any situation, of achieving greatness. But you must first believe that you are worthy of that greatness. The moment you believe it, everything begins to shift. The doors open, the opportunities appear, and the world starts responding to the energy you're putting out. If you want to build unstoppable confidence, the first step is to embrace your worth. You are worthy of success. You are worthy of happiness. You are worthy of everything you desire. There is no one else who can take your place. No one else who can live your life. You are the one who gets to decide how your story unfolds. And when you take ownership of that power, you step into a version of yourself that is unshakable. The only thing standing between you and your fullest potential is the story you tell yourself. It's time to rewrite that story. It's time to stop holding back. You have everything it takes to succeed. All you have to do is start believing it every step you take. No matter how small, moves you closer to the version of yourself you've always dreamed of. Every time you act with confidence, even in the face of fear, you grow stronger. So ask yourself, are you ready to step into your power? Are you ready to believe that you are capable of anything? Because once you decide to fully believe in yourself, the world will begin to open up in ways you never thought possible. Confidence isn't something you wait for. It's something you create. And right now, you have everything you need to create it. The greatest thing you can do for yourself is to stop waiting for permission. So many people spend their lives waiting for someone to tell them that they're good enough, that they're worthy of success, that they have the right to chase their dreams. But the truth is, you don't need anyone's permission to live your life at its fullest. You don't need validation from anyone to be confident, to be bold, to be unapologetically you. You are your own permission slip. The moment you realize this, everything shifts. You stop seeking approval and you start making decisions based on what you believe is right for you. The world around you is constantly trying to tell you what you should do, who you should be, and what your life should look like. But none of that matters unless you believe it matters. The only thing that truly matters is your belief in yourself and your ability to create your own path. Stop letting other people's opinions, their fears, and their limitations define your potential. You are not bound by anyone else's expectations. You are free to create the life you want. And the moment you take full ownership of that freedom is the moment you start living with real confidence. No one is going to give you permission to step into your greatness. You have to give that to yourself. You have to give yourself permission to dream bigger, to reach higher, and to go after everything you want, even if it feels impossible. It might not be easy, and there will be moments when doubt creeps in, but none of that changes the fact that you have the ability to turn your dreams into reality. Your dreams are not meant to stay locked away in your mind. They are meant to be realized. And it starts with you deciding that you are ready. The road to confidence begins when you take that first step, when you choose to believe that you are capable of far more than you ever imagined. Every successful person has faced doubt. Every person who has ever achieved greatness has had moments of fear and uncertainty. But the difference between them and everyone else is that they didn't let those feelings stop them. They didn't wait for perfect conditions. They didn't wait for the right time. They acted. They took imperfect action and trusted that the pieces would fall into place as they moved forward. And as they did, they built the confidence they needed to face even bigger challenges. They didn't wait for the fear to go away. They moved through it, and it's that movement that gave them the strength to keep going. You are just as capable of taking bold action as they are. The only thing you need is the courage to start, the courage to say, I am worthy of this and I am capable of making this happen. And as soon as you make that decision, you'll see the world around you begin to shift. You'll notice new opportunities appearing. You'll begin to attract the people and situations that align with your higher vision. Confidence isn't something you wait for. It's something you create through consistent action. It's about doing the work even when it's uncomfortable, even when you don't feel ready, and trusting that every step you take will bring you closer to the person you are meant to become. Imagine waking up every day knowing that you are in control, that you have the power to create the life you desire. You can make that your reality right now.